For freshman golfer Calvin Sierota, golf has always been a family affair.
I started when I was like 2. Just my family played. I used to live up in Michigan. The grandparents would play, they'd take me on the par 3, and I still remember all doing that. But yeah, at a really young age, just family got me involved, and I loved it. So.
But with golf running through his veins, Calvin started to establish himself as a golfer at a very young age.
We look for the things that you really can't teach, and that's speed or size, something like that. And Calvin had those. His physical attributes of, being taller than most people, stronger, well put together, how he handled himself was just a little above the other guys at his age group. So that's the first thing that caught our attention. And then shortly after that, you switched to results. And obviously he had really good results for his age.
Those results weren't just really good, they were unheard of. Calvin became Florida Today's Boys High School Golfer of the Year during his freshman year of high school. He took home the same honors his sophomore year, but not before verbally committing to Florida State.
I wanted to go somewhere where I felt like they wanted me almost more than I wanted to come here, and this was a place so I thought it was a good fit. So.
Being a freshman at an ACC powerhouse can put a lot of pressure on a golfer, but Calvin's teammates help alleviate that stress by bringing out his best.
We're both very competitive with each other. We have that same kind of demeanor and eagerness to get out there and compete. So whenever we are doing it, it's very fun, and we help push each other.
I kind of just try to help him understand that we have a lot of resources here, and that if he uses that, he can become a better golfer. And he's kind of taken that to heart, and he's been doing that very well so far.
While excelling on the golf course, the design and architecture major also enjoys another talent off the course that one might not expect.
Since I was younger, I've always liked drawing and making stuff and everything. Something I really like, and something I've always kind of had a drawing to. I'm not really the business guy. I'm not really good with math or anything. So just something I can get my hands on, use my mind and create and stuff. That's what I enjoy.
In an effort to make those two worlds collide, Calvin uses his creativity as an asset on the golf course, not only for himself, but for his teammates.
Being creative and drawing everything, you have to be so visual with everything and just kind of almost see it in advance before you do it. Pretty close to golf, you see a shot, you want to hit, and you got to do it. So, yeah, I guess using that same thing and visualizing and then, putting it to paper, putting it in the swing on the shot, same thing, so.
It helps him in spots that he needs to get creative on the course. There's some unique shots that you may need to hit, and he's probably one of the first guys to go to ask about it. He knows how to hit the shot, and he knows exactly what shot to hit.
Through his first 20 rounds this season, Calvin has the 3rd lowest average score on the team and 1 top 10 finish under his belt. However, he knows his game isn't perfect and is willing to do what it takes to improve.
I hit the ball pretty far. If it goes straight, that's good, but yeah, definitely that. I kind of overpower some courses if it allows me to, but another thing on that, the biggest thing I've probably improved on coming here is just knowing how to kind of control that and maybe scale back even a little bit.
Demonstrating a different mindset and level of maturity than most golfers does not go unnoticed. And being one of the youngest golfers on the roster has never been a problem for Calvin.
He's above his age in that category. If you were to come up, be around our team for 2 or 3 weeks and classify people by age, no one would choose him as a freshman of the group.
On the course, he's a very serious guy. He has his ways, and he makes sure he stays to it. And that's great about him because it shows his confidence and it shows his work ethic. He's really got it figured out, which is good. Good to see from a freshman.
With 3 years left with the Noles and still some room to improve, Calvin will look to put a dent on the leaderboard of FSU's all-time greats. I'm Anthony Fernandez for Seminole Sports Magazine.